The headset you are looking at isn't just a gadget. It is a line in the sand. For years, we've been told that virtual reality was a niche, a toy for gamers and a curiosity for tech enthusiasts. But 2026 has changed everything. The Meta Quest 4 has finally arrived, and it isn't here to play games. It's here to replace your monitor, your TV, and perhaps even your phone. Mark Zuckerberg didn't just iterate on the Quest 3, he dismantled the entire philosophy of what a headset should be. While the world was distracted by the $1,000 price tag of the Vision Pro, Meta was quietly perfecting a Pismo architecture that brings the impossible to the mainstream. Welcome to my channel Tech Launch. Subscribe my channel and click on the bell icon for the new tech updates. Today, we aren't just doing a walkthrough. We are uncovering why the Quest 4 is the most dangerous piece of tech in your house, the secret puffin project that almost killed it, and why the physical controllers you've used for a decade are about to become paperweights. If you think you know VR, stay right there. Because by the end of this, you'll realize that the reality you're standing in right now is about to become optional. Most people don't understand the internal war that happened at Meta to get this device to your door. In early 2026, the division was bleeding billions. There were rumors that the Quest 4 was cancelled entirely in favor of a lightweight glasses future. But Meta realized something critical. The USA audience doesn't want just glasses, they want a theater. They want an IMAX in their pocket. And that's exactly what the Quest 4 delivers. The first thing you notice isn't the specs, it's the weight, or rather, the lack of it. By moving the brain and the battery out of the visor and into a dedicated compute puck, or a balanced rear strap design, Meta has finally solved the brick-on-the-face problem. You can wear this for 4 hours and forget it's there. But the comfort is just a distraction from what's happening behind the glass. Let's talk about the micro-OLED revolution. For years, Quest users dealt with LCD panels, blacks that looked like muddy gray and colors that felt washed out. No more. The Quest 4 features twin 4K micro-OLED displays. This is Retina-level VR. We are talking about 3,200 by 3,200 pixels per eye. When you put this on, the screen door effect isn't just reduced, it is biologically invisible. You can read the fine print on a virtual newspaper. You can see the texture of the fabric on a digital avatar. This is the moment VR passed the eye test. But there's a secret hidden in the lenses. Meta has introduced variable focus, pancake optics. In every other headset, your eyes are tricked into looking at a flat plane. In the Quest 4, the lenses actually adjust to match your eye's natural focus. If you look at something close, the lenses shift. If you look at the horizon, they shift back. It eliminates vergence accommodation conflict, which is a fancy way of saying it eliminates the headache you usually get after 30 minutes of VR. But why did they remove the controllers? This is the most controversial move in tech since Apple killed the headphone jack. The base model Quest 4 ships without plastic sticks. Why? Because of neural input. Meta has spent billions on EMG wristband technology. The Quest 4 sensors can now read the electrical signals traveling from your brain to your fingers. You don't need to click a button, you just think about clicking, and the headset registers the micro-muscle movement. It feels like having a superpower. You can navigate menus with your hands in your pockets. You can type on a virtual keyboard by tapping your fingers